Hi, I'm Bob Weir with another interview of candidates for elective office. My guest today is Sandeep Sharma, who is running for a seat on the Flower Mound Town Council. Thank you for being here, Sandeep.
Thanks, Bob.
If you would please begin by telling our viewers something about your background, education, occupation, etc.
Absolutely. Bob, I've lived in town for about 17, 18 years now. In Texas, about 20 years. My background, education-wise, is I have a computer engineering degree and an MBA. Right now have a company which is a management and technology consulting firm. Prior to that, I worked with a lot of big firms, like Hewlett-Packard, Sprint, IBM, Lockheed. But right now the focus has been commercial and public clients for business processes, for business analytics, any technology and business management kind of ventures.
All right, how about beginning with telling us what you believe are the most significant issues facing Flower Mound going forward?
Sure. So as we look ahead, I think a couple of things really kind of stand out. One of the things is that as the town continues to kind of grow, and we talk about it all the time, it's traffic, right? So traffic kind of continues to be an issue, which the way I see the town progressing, especially in the southern part of the Flower Mound, off of 2499, it continues to have more and more traffic that's going to converge there, backing up the entire traffic and more traffic lights. So that's an issue that we all know it's going to get, the way the direction is, seems like it's going to grow more. The other issues would be that hopefully won't, where we have to kind of make sure that we balance the tax base of the town between residential, commercial, sales tax kind of stuff. So those few things we need to kind of focus on. And we'll talk some more about other things that we've been doing great in certain areas. We need to kind of continue, like parks and trails, we need to continue to grow that as well. If we don't, we're going to be very old.
What do you think is a good balance between commercial and residential?
So if you see, right, for many years we were very much dependent on the residential tax base.
Right.
In the last few years, we have managed to add the sales tax coming out of the warehouse district as well as the retail. Now, I still do not think that's up to where it needs to be, where the sales tax base can be much better by bringing in companies where the people come into the town and are spending here.
Right.
So kind of investing into some of the corporate, commercial, that kind of offices versus just the retail side right now.
That's right. Yeah, I agree. How about your position on the Morris Road expansion plans?
So let me start by saying that I absolutely for 4 lanes Morris. I don't think the Morris Road needs to be expanded. I would like to kind of keep green, beautiful, 4-lane. Because when you kind of drive there, right, you see a really nice, beautiful median. I would hate that to kind of all torn down. The traffic has not really increased. I mean, if you see this in the stats of the cars in the last 1 year, they have gone down. So that doesn't justify. Now there's some pieces, some portions of the town, or actually on Morris, where during some hours and or during the school hours, you see traffic back up. So there's a little bit kind of pieces where we need to make improvements. Like I say that, if you just have a sore knee, you don't want to replace the entire leg. So we don't want to expand that. It's not really justified doing it. And I've been very much involved in this thing where kind of engaged with the town, engaged with the residents to kind of make sure that everyone's voice is kind of heard, taken to the town hall, a discussion happen. You go to the town hall and there's an agenda item and people come and speak against that, for that, and it's a monologue. They go and talk, and then they go back and sit back. So clarifications don't get done. So I kind of started where I said, let's have a residents group meet collaboratively with the town, across the table, discuss what the issues are, what the solutions are, what improvements can be done. So kind of working in a very collaborative way, being engaged.
So currently the Morris expansion plans are on hold?
So I don't know what to say. So right now there is actually a planning going on. So in this town council said that let's they did not vote for the expansion.
Right.
Okay. But they said let's kind of go back and look at the alternatives, the options, and what improvements can be done. So that's the stage right now it's at.
All right, let's move on to the Riverwalk. Do you believe that it is living up to its expectations?
Short answer is no. The long answer is I hope. There's still hope. We all kind of live on the hope.
Yeah, I do too, yeah.
So it kind of started with a good plan, right? So we all kind of were excited about that. Then it's kind of slowed down quite a bit from what the plan was. Every time you kind of go and every time they come back. And when I was on the planning and zoning, I kind of said, well, it looks like every time you guys come back, you're asking for more just residential. So I'm really, really hoping that more commercial, more retail come over there. I'm still hopeful. So
Yeah, and recently we heard that they have the Merrill Lynch and is moving there, Bank of America and Orange Fitness, I believe, some well-known fitness place. And then we heard that there's like 7, I believe it's restaurants that are designed to come over there or planning to come over there. So we're hearing this for a long time, and you know, we're all eager. I believe we want to see the Riverwalk be a success. I'm just looking forward to a little more rapidity.
no, true, absolutely right. So all those kind of things, and you've heard that in the past also, and then suddenly the plan's going to change.
Yeah.
But you know, just being positive about that, and sometimes going to hear that there are restaurants already there, in lots of them, and then if you kind of just view the Riverwalk, which is, you know, the whole area, which is also along, you know, 1171. But you know, not counting those restaurants, right? I mean, sometimes they count those restaurants and say, "Hey, it's very successful." But yes, absolutely. So basically, I'm going to actually work towards making sure that those vision and those plans for the Riverwalk, you know, do materialize at least to some extent.
Yeah, let's hope it bears fruit. Let's move on to Lakeside. How do you feel about the progress there?
So Lakeside is another good example where when finally it was approved, so okay, all right, let's see what it's going to be. Let's see if it's going to be a destination. Maybe I can go there and say, hey, what do you want to do today? That has, again, kind of got scaled down. You have like 2 blocks of retail there. I wish we had retail all along Lakeside, so it kind of seemed more of a mixed use as it was kind of initially planned. You kind of go by there, and frankly, you know, I drive by there many times. You feel those, you know, apartments right there on the road. It's like a gauntlet. You're kind of going through there. I see more and more of those being built versus more balanced mixed use.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you next about the apartments. There was a plan for many more apartments. I forget the number, 600 or what, somewhere around there. I mean, sometimes you get the feeling that they want to built in the customer base for the businesses to come. I don't know if that's the plan, but we have been hearing about more apartments, and I know whenever people hear apartments, they get a little bit tense about it. And it shouldn't be that way, because apartment dwellers are not something that we shy away from. I mean, all of us perhaps have one time or other lived in apartments, and you know, it's just the hope that they stay upscale and not ever get run down.
Yes.
All right, we're going to wrap up now because I see the signals coming. So let me tell folks that your campaign website is www.engageourtown.org, and that will be in the written portion as well. If you have anything else you'd like to say about your candidacy, please do.
Sure. So this year I started kind of get back into what I started last year. I've continued to be engaged with the residents, with the people of Flower Mound. I have listened to them, I have talked to them, I've taken the town hall proceedings to them. I've kept the people involved and informed of what's happening in the town hall, as I kind of promised last year. With me on the town hall, in the town council, you can have a peace of mind that I'll make the decisions that benefit the town. Flower Mound has the best parks and trail system, one of the you know, really envied thing. With me on the council, it'll only get better. I've also you know, talked to people that with me on the council, you know, you can be assured that when I'm on the council, every resident and every council member is going to be respected. The town's vision and the mission statement, you can be assured, will be honored by me.
Well, well said, and I want to thank you, Sandeep, for being here, and good luck in the election.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you for watching.